day. It's another episode of Dark Skies News and Information coming to you live from Los Angeles, California, from the Bay to LA. I'm your host, LC Grace, and all the usual suspects are involved. We got Mikey Nice, Jim, Jennifer, Jeff, Becky, and Jim. Everybody's here, so let's see what we got going on. Well, are UAPs dangerous? What's flying around in our skies? Will our government ever tell us? Well, it seems like they've started, but have they told us enough? Well, we'll see. So make yourselves comfortable. You found the number one podcast in the entire multiverse, Dark Skies News and Information, coming to you live, as usual, from Los Angeles, California. We'll be back in a few seconds. Give you a second to get yourselves adjusted, and we'll do the same. You know how we do. Light them if you got them. Oh man, we got UAPs, we got UFOs, unidentified aerial phenomena. Well, it's kind of crazy as our government has admitted that they truly exist, and well, we are going to take a closer look. I mean, are these things dangerous? I mean, if you let our government, well, I guess they won't even mention the dangerous aspects of such vehicles. Who knows? Wow. Anyway, it's hump day. It's the middle of the week. It's a beautiful day. So, I guess it's a beautiful day to jump onto the mystery train. What can I say? But anyway, we got a lot of people checking in from all around the world. I want to thank every one of you for actually downloading, listening, and checking in with us here on iHeartRadio, as well as Castbox, Spotify, and all of your favorite smart speakers and, well, podcast-friendly sites. Well, we are definitely one of the most fastest-growing podcasts. We're in Season 8. We are... Well, Dark Skies News and Information, as we cover all things, well, that the mainstream media refuses to cover or pay attention to. Or maybe our government has touched upon but completely abandoned the subject. Because today we're talking about UAPs and are they dangerous? Now, we listen to stories and stories on top of stories when it comes to UFOs and it comes to UAPs and the alien phenomena. Now, our government recently told us that, UAPs exist and they're flying around our skies and we don't know what they are or where they come from or who's piloting them. So, I guess we don't know if they're dangerous or not. But I would put them on the dangerous side just for the simple fact that we don't know who they are or where they're from or what their intentions. And how they hopelessly outmaneuver our best fighters. Making our technology look ancient. And I just try to find myself some type of avenue of comfort when I dab into this subject, because I want to know that we have some type of control over, our skies. Not just our skies, but, our waters. Because as UAPs have been known to take a dip as they splash deep beneath the ocean, maneuvering just as well under the water, just as they do above water, through the air. And to me, that just opens up a whole new avenue of, unidentified. Because we don't really have a way to track these things, right? Once they enter the ocean. I guess maybe we do, but wow, what's sonar? It's kind of weird because we really don't have an answer. Now, when you think about, well, Earth, humanity, our governments, our leaders, our armed forces, all these different things that we get in place in order to make ourselves feel comfortable in this mass, universe that we live in, this reality. But reality plays funny tricks on us sometimes as we look upward and we see things that, cannot be identified. Is it a bird? Nope. Is it a plane? Hell no. Is it a UAP? Well, perhaps. Now, we're looking at these things and we're trying to get a better idea of what it is and where it comes from. Some say that it's possible that it could come from here. That it could be government, secret, aircraft being tested right above our heads. And we don't know. We don't know what that is. But at the same time, we want to know. We need to know. Would our government ever expanding and trying to create new investigative tools or agencies in order to better, find out what it is that we're seeing? Because everybody can have, an idea, or everybody can have, like a guess. Because at this point, that's all we can do, right? We can guess. We can say that, I guess that thing is like some type of light anomaly. But even though it dives in the water and it comes up on radar, it can't be a light anomaly. Okay, maybe it could be, another country, Maybe they advanced the technology to the point where, they could, do these things, fly through the sky with ease, beyond the speed of light, it looks like. Anyway, stopping, going, changing directions. I mean, it's showing intelligent. I guess somebody could be piloting it, is what they're saying. That these things are not just moving around randomly some type of nature anomaly, like ball lightning or swamp gas, like they used to say. Swamp gas don't move like that. I don't think I've ever actually seen swamp gas. I mean, it's incredible if you ask me. Some of the things that they've actually fed to us, and just makes me wonder.
You win. No amount of genius can stop your dumb, mediocre, vacuous roots from digging into everything and everyone around you and draining them of any ability to fend you off.
Oh, man. So we look at, the stupid answers that they've given us over time. You're looking at a weather balloon and, that's got you confused with Venus. What the fuck? No, I'm not looking at a weather balloon and that's not being confused with Venus. Actually, I've seen Venus many times. I mean, could not possibly get it confused with something that's moving through the sky at high speeds, changing directions. But then the government actually comes out and says that, hey, these things exist. And for some reason, they're moving through our skies effortlessly. Now, you have to ask yourself, what does this mean? I mean, is it real that aliens exist? I mean, what can we attribute to such claims? I mean, everybody think they're smart.
I reverse ask, why in the would I ever do that
But we spend people money, right? We spend people's attention. We spend people's intelligence level all in the same bank of, absurdity. As we try to tell people that, what they're seeing it's not exactly what you think you're seeing. You think you're seeing aliens, but, come on, man. Aliens couldn't possibly exist. And if they do, why the fuck would they be fucking with you?
Listen, I'm not the nicest guy in the universe. Because I'm the smartest, and being nice is something stupid people do to hedge their bets.
I mean, I would think that aliens would be searching for intelligent life. So to interact with such stupid creatures like humans would be, well, I guess, beneath them. Or maybe they have an agenda. Maybe they're trying to de-stupefy Earth in order to prepare Earthlings for a more expanded role in the cosmos. But if we're stupid, why would they do that? I mean, it would take eons to get us prepared to actually, take the next step. I mean, you can't take the next step if you're not even crawling yet. I mean, humans are still like in the baby diaper and like rolling around on our backs, making funny faces and reaching up towards the light. I mean, humans are not evolved. And it's sad to say. I mean, because we've been around a while. You would think that, we would be like farther along. But in the end, we're not. I mean, it's kind of sad. I mean, human evolution has seemed to hit the pause button.
You win! No amount of genius can stop your dumb, mediocre, vacuous roots from digging.
And I know that any aliens that have any contact with humans would look at us and say, it gotta be something we can do to advance them further, faster, so they could actually understand exactly what it is that's happening right now. And that's as they're flying over our heads. And like we're looking up and we're confused. We don't know what's going on. All we know is that it's quite possible that we might not be alone in this universe.
Couldn't have been easy for you to say that. I appreciate
it. So we are, I guess, caught in a conundrum. I mean, we have to ask ourselves, is it real? Is what we're experiencing real? And at this point, what is real? I mean, we can ask a lot of questions, right? But who, in the end, is giving the answers? And are they being honest? I mean, you have to ask yourself, can people be trusted? I mean, because we spend so much time trusting people, and it just becomes, I guess, not worth our time. Now, we look at life through the eyes of a child, no matter how old we are. We're experiencing things for the first time almost every day. And, whether it's love or whether it's science or even nature, our connection to nature. It's fascinating.
I know what it's like to lose.
We are in a position where we can make so much sense of the senseless. I mean, so many things are happening like across our spectrum that gives us, well, I guess, time to take it all in, right? To make sense of it, to add value to each and every equation. Or each variable in each equation, can we add value or take value away? I mean, can we come up with the right aspects to best define our position in time and space? Or are we just confused? Will we live like an ever existence of confusion that we'll never actually know what's going on? I mean, I consider myself smart.
What English, motherfucker? Do you speak it? You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
Oh man, sometimes I feel like I'm not speaking English, because so many people get confused. They think that what we're saying is a bunch of conspiracy theorist type information that would be deemed invaluable or unvaluable, depending on who's the person taking in the information. They look at this as a variable in their equation of life. And they say, well, this don't really have no value. What, alien life? Existential questions? These things don't really hold any type of value to you, right? You get completely, dumbfounded when faced with the question, are we alone? I mean, it's almost like I'm speaking Chechnya.
What? English, motherfucker? Do you speak it?
Well, if you do speak English, then you should understand what the fuck I'm saying. I'm saying that our government has admitted that, there's something above our heads, something being piloted above our head by something that they don't know, that comes from somewhere they don't know, and there's nothing that they can do about it. And the question is, are these things dangerous? And if they are dangerous, what is being done to protect us against them? Or can anything be done? So it's enough to make you wonder. Oh, man. I'm going to give it to you, Becky. I'm going to take a quick break. Because people are just now starting to check in, and I know they're asking us what's going on. But this is Dark Skies News and Information, live from Los Angeles. So strap yourself in. We'll be right back.
I see death around the corner. I see death around the corner. I see death around the corner. Gotta check my post to see if I'm alive. Yeah, gotta check, see if I'm alive. Check my post, see if I survive. Every day, see death around the corner. But am I gonna like? Am I trying to tempt you? Girl, hit me, but squeeze till it's empty. Yeah, these fools hit me. But I speak for my enemies in the days that I wait. Still late, pray. See another day. Oh God, should be great. But anyway, I keep moving forward. One of the days when the face with the copper board. Like a message for sports. But let my courage hold me. Hit the block, sagging. Run the block, trying to move a couple rocks, but won't stop. Fuck the cops, here we go. But it don't stop. But even though I might turn to hip hop and run another way, but hip hop parade. Death around the corner. See that around the corner. I see that. I see death around the corner. Wondering if I'm surviving, got the shit I'm supposed to see if I'm alive. Every day on my side, just like bricks, stacked on top of bricks. But these are the projects, but I gotta have one, or ask what's next. But baby girl, this is sex, to keep you next to me. But even if you the best of me,
You listening to Dark Skies News and Information on a beautiful Wednesday. I'm telling y'all, man. It's live from Los Angeles, and we kicking back, trying to find out if these UAPs are fucking dangerous, man. Are they gonna attack? Are they gonna bomb us, take us out? I don't know, man, but our government seems to be quite concerned. I mean, as they have come out and admitted that, these things exist. They're flying over our heads. They don't know what they are, and we're hopelessly outmatched, especially when it comes to technology. I mean, these things, let's talk about a little bit of their abilities, right? Well, known abilities. They can move through the sky with such speed that's, far beyond any speeds that could be matched by any of our best aircrafts. Also, maneuverability. These things can stop on a dime, drop altitude at alarming rates, can rise from the oceans, can go into the oceans. Now, just all of this right now sounds like a movie. It sounds like some type of technology that's just beyond our comprehension. Do you understand what I'm saying?
What English, motherfucker, do you?
I'm trying to tell y'all, man. These things can do things that, we can't. Basically, they could anticipate where our jets are going and beat them there and be waiting for them there as they arrive. I mean, that alone is incredible. I mean, how can you anticipate where I'm going? I mean, it could be all inspiring. I mean, it gives you something to shoot for, right? America, Russia, China, France. I mean, we need something that could, move fast in and out of our atmosphere, or in and out of our oceans, or in and out of our air to the oceans, to the atmosphere, or could do anything that they basically want when it comes to maneuverability. But what else can they do? I mean, they could cloak, right? They could make themselves basically invisible, or the same color as the sky that's behind them. I mean, what kind of technology would allow you to do that, to an entire spacecraft? And then some of these crafts come up on radar and some of them don't. I guess it's kind of up to them whether they show up on radar. I mean, it's kind of strange. But then at the same time, we cannot actually intercept these things because they're faster than us, unless they want us to. But then at the same time, that's like intelligent maneuverability or piloting, that these things are being piloted by something that thinks, and actually thinks better than us, which is not saying much because, humans are not the most intelligent, species, and we know.
Disparaging the differently abled. I'm stating the fact
For real, I mean, we are not the most intelligent species in, the universe, and that's obvious, as there's things that are visiting us that seems to think that, I guess, we're too stupid or don't understand English or something.
What English, motherfucker, do you speak it? You're a smart motherfucker, that's right.
Can you imagine if the aliens were a bunch of Samuels? Would they be considered dangerous at that point? Oh, man. But I'm trying not to be funny about this. I'm trying to tell people that, our government is scared. It's nothing that they can do about whatever these things are, and they're basically, over our airspace, which is supposed to be protected by our government. Our government's supposed to have control over our airspace.
Right, thing in the universe, you might even wonder if it's a thing at all. It's a web of...
Oh, man, you still got that one? I'm telling y'all, people, we are completely at a loss here, Dark Skies News and Information. As I look at the UAPs, and I was looking at some of the stories that basically happened over the time, like the Phoenix Lights and what's been happening over Florida, as well as here in California and Nevada, and basically all over the country and the world, as Australia and France and Portugal and definitely places in Africa. They all see these UAPs, or UFOs, if you will. And they're flying around basically unimpeded. Nobody can stop them. They can go where they want. And it's funny because, like, say you scramble some jets and, you want to try to intercept these flying objects. Well, they go in the water, and, well, we can't do that.
Does evil exist? And if so, can one detect and measure it?
But are they scary? Yes, they're scary. Are they some type of evil force that is planning an invasion? Well, I don't know about that. I mean, if they're going to invade, I mean, they're actually already here, right? So it's not really like they're here to invade. I mean, why would you be here to invade and you're actually been here, Then you have to ask yourself, well, what is the purpose of them being here? I mean, can it be quantified?
The Department of Defense had a program called the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, and we all call it ATIP, which is the acronym. They had this program since 2007, whose purpose was to study UFOs.
So they say since 2007, but I believe they've been studying UFOs much, 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 much longer than that. I mean, this is just the most recent organization that the government is basically created in order to better understand, well, the threat level. Because if you think about it, UAPs, what are they and who's piloting them, where did they come from? All questions that has not been answered. What are their capabilities? Well, we have a little bit of idea, but we still don't really have anywhere near the possible theories needed to come up with an accurate analogy of, all right, even to look at the information that's available and be confident in our analysis of said information. I mean, I don't feel comfortable with our understanding of these objects and where they come from. I'm not even confident in our government's reaction to the situation, whether it be coming up with secret organizations to better study these things or to, well, better get close to said objects, to get a good glimpse of it, a good, I guess, video or photo representation of whatever it is that our pilots are seeing when they're up in the sky. And how much interaction have our submarines have with these objects as these things seem to freely fly, under the water? Is that even a word? Flying under the water? Oh, man. But that just lets you know that these things are doing something that we are really not accustomed to, or we're really not, used to describing. Because we don't have nothing that can do that. I mean, can you imagine if we did, then, we'd have to consider that, maybe these objects are ours. But I hate when people say that and we don't really present any type of capabilities anywhere near what these objects are displaying on a regular basis. I mean, we're looking at these things and we're trying to say, okay, it could be us. Like, come on, man, this motherfucker objects is way more advanced than anything that we could do. I mean, especially when it comes to somebody like me who know humans are stupid. And I know we can't come up with stuff like that. I mean, but, you have some people to give humans the benefit of the doubt. Like, maybe it's ours. I'm like, dude, do you even understand English?
What? English, motherfucker? Do you speak it?
Because if you understand English, you understand the words that's coming out of my mouth when I say that we don't know what these things are. That's why it's UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena, or UFO, unidentified flying object, or USO, unidentified submerged object. I'm telling y'all, man, there's all kinds of different acronyms for these motherfuckers, but there ain't none of them telling us what the fuck they doing, or what they doing here, or who's fucking piloting them, who's controlling them, who's building them, who's mass producing these motherfuckers. And, can we get some? I mean, shouldn't we all have UAPs? To even it out. I mean, that's if humans are making them and that there's some government on this planet that's mass producing UAPs. I mean, because if it is, then we should all have one. Where's our mass production of these UAPs? How come we don't have them? Or do we have them and we're not telling people? And maybe we should tell people, like, man, we got these motherfuckers too. Like, we all got them, man. We all got them. So nobody's scared. They like nuclear weapons. Like, I ain't scared of your nuclear weapons because I got them. And that's how the world look at shit, right? Like, don't come up in here with your shit because I got shit. It's like humans look at shit.
Baby, you know I get around.
Listening to Dark Skies. Let's take a break real quick.
How that sound, baby? I get around. Me settle down, how that sound? How that sound? Baby, I get around. Baby, I get around. I get around. Baby, I get around. I get around. Baby, picture me settling down. Baby, you know I get around. I ain't playing, but I crush a lot. Baby, you deserve a lot. Trust or not. Baby, I search for spots. You deserve the spot. Is it me or is it not? But it's me getting real cause I wanna be. You can get real as you're gonna be. Later on, we can sit on Patron. Make it last long. You can dance on this long. Black thing that we bring. The type of things that you dream. Baby, even though that it seems we getting close to. But baby, I get around. Baby, you know I get around. Get around, baby. I get around, baby. I get around, baby. I never settle down, baby. I like to hit the town, baby. And go crazy, sip some drink, smoke some weed, chill where I wanna be, with who I wanna be with. But even though we sit it, baby, I'm never gonna slip. Baby, I grab you by the hip. But if I move on, it's a new song. Everywhere we go, it's the same song. But I'ma move on for the show, for the ones that won't move on. Baby, I get around. I get around. Baby, I get around. Picture me settling down. I get around, baby. I get around.
Oh, yeah. You're much more of a Thanos.
Oh man, you listening to Dark Skies. News and information coming to you live from Los Angeles, California for the Bay to LA. And as usual, we got the music, we got the DJs, and we got, all the things that make you say, when it comes to the subject matter and our better understanding of, what's going on in the world around us. We're talking about UAPs and our government, sad experience when it comes to, identifying these things and telling us the threat level. Because what is the threat level? Are they dangerous? Are they not dangerous? They're very friendly. Is that why they maneuver in the darkness and never tell nobody who they are or where they come from or what their intentions are? Well, I wonder. But at the same time, we still have to ask these questions, whether it be existential or not. We still have to try to find out, what role do these things play in our evolution or maybe our destruction or lack thereof.
Can we kick it? Yes, we can. Can I kick it? Yes, I can. Can you
Dark
kick it?
Skies, news and
Yes, you
information
can.
live from
Can
Los
we
Angeles,
kick it?
California.
Yes, we can.
you know
Can
it.
you kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, I can. Can we kick it? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Can I kick it? Yes, we can. Can you kick it? Yes, you can. Yes, we can. Kick back and show you what we can do every single weekend. I'ma get my drink in. As clear as I'm speaking. I'm thinking about short techniquing. But take a flight. Stop at the beacon. Fly Puerto Rican. Just as we're speaking. The music starts beating. And all you hear is what? Yes, we can. Kick it. Yes, I can. Stick it. Yes, baby girl, I'm a leader. I won't stop. Drink liquor by the liter. You got me fucked up in the game. I'm a wide receiver. The quarterback don't pass. Here's the touchdown. But soon as I touch down, I'm a rush now. Like I'm a running back. What? Here we go. I won't stop. But even if I give you a little more, baby girl, you're adore. Let me stick like a sword, but keep it on a down low. Here we go. Can I kick it? Well, yes I can. Can you kick it? Yes you can. Can we kick it? Yes we can. Can we kick it? Yes we can. Can you kick it? Yes you can. Can I kick it? Yes I can. Can we kick it? Yes we can. Yes we can. Yes we can. If I stop, then somebody ain't gonna get theirs. I'ma get mine, even if I fall behind. I go like speed, catch up, baby. At this time, you acting messed up, so we could press up or press down, come around. But if you really wanna hang around, if you really wanna be down, can I kick it? Yes, we can be down. We can be down. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
Right now it's season 8.
Yes, we can.
Dark Sky News and Information, DSP.
Yes, we can.
And we're fastly growing, and we're trying to find out, are the UAPs dangerous, or is it just something that we can just blow off? Just let go. Just don't worry about it. It ain't no big deal. Government is not really concerned about it, so why should we be? But at the same time, maybe we should be. Maybe we should hear the fear in their voices when they say, I don't know, man, what this is, and I don't know what our reaction should be. Well, our reaction should be, we need to study this further. We need to ask some tough questions. We need to put some pressure on our government in order to, come clean about what they know. Because obviously they know more than what they're telling us. And if they don't, then we all should be afraid. Because what the fuck? Our government has many years, right? Even if you have been doing this since 2007. That's way more ample time to have more information than we don't know. Or we're not sure, man. Or we bringing this to you, but we don't know why. Like, what the fuck, man? Is it me, or is the United States Senate not, doing its job? Because it could really do better when it comes to this subject. It could really, dig deep, or, ask our military, our intelligence apparatus, to, show some intelligence. And right now, our intelligence looks stupid when it comes to not just UAPs, but our understanding of Russia, foreign domestic policy, and just our understanding of, civil rights of not just Americans, but just humans, period. So we are completely confused when it comes to just being alive and existing. So asking tough questions like, what are UAPs, and are they dangerous, and what are their capabilities, and are they going to fuck us up at any second? It makes me think that, speaking some type of foreign language.
What? English, motherfucker? Do you speak it?
I don't want to be wasting my time trying to tell people, hey, man, we should be paying close attention to what's going on around us. Because if our government can't answer these questions, then maybe we have to get on it and try to answer it ourselves and tell the government, hey, listen, these motherfuckers are Romulans, they're from... I'm sorry, but to make fun of it, but we have to try to come up with some answers, man, because just because a question is tough don't mean that you need to, avoid the answer. We should be trying to dig deeper and come up with better ways to explain, the unexplainable. Because people have a right to know. And if you leave people to, guess or force people to guess, then you're going to really end up with, some fucked up answers. Definitely not the answers that you're expecting. So we have to get up. We have to, as a species, as a group of living beings, take better responsibility for, the things that are happening around us. Each and every one of us. So when it comes to UAPs, it comes to UFOs, it comes to, the science of the universe, or the exploration of our oceans, or Antarctica, we should be more open with the information that we are currently sitting on. Analysis. Because there are people who do understand this a little bit better, but at the same time, their information is being blackballed or banned or censored. National security. But if this is a, national security thing, then are these things presenting some type of threat that's being, not disposed? Because we should be, I guess, at the very least, informed that these motherfuckers could fuck us up, man. There ain't nothing we can do about it. As a matter of fact, there's a good chance that they're here to do just that. Because, like I said, we guessed, and that's what we're going to be guessing. But some people might be thinking that these motherfuckers are friendly and got their arms wide open, like, come on, please land. Talk to me, alien. And they get the shit zapped out of them. I mean, we should know. And if you don't know, then tell us that. You don't know. That way some of us more smart people can, get on the ball and try to figure this out. Because you can't. Obviously we're smarter than our intelligence. Which shouldn't even be like something that's, being said or even capable of being said, but it's possible that we're smarter than our intelligence. That our intelligence apparatus is far, out of date or out of touch with reality, or don't really understand anything, therefore cannot be actually connected to intelligence. Just, some cool ideas or some theories, but not actual intelligence. Well, I don't know, man. To me, I think it's some bullshit that our government can get away with not disclosing anything. You could tell us that the shit exists. You can tell us that you don't know what it is, but then you can't tell us, what do you know? Because at this point, it seems like you don't know nothing. And it sounds quite alarming to just think that you've been studying this, I believe way longer than since 2007, but we'll give you 2007. It's still stupid. That means you've had ample time to, figure out exactly what they are. Like 15 years, right? Well, anyway, we could look at this and ask ourselves that, is our government being honest with us when it comes to UAPs and they dangerous or not? Or maybe our government is just uninformed, ill-equipped to answer simple questions. Like, hey, if you don't know what it is, are you afraid of it? Should we be afraid of it? Should they be afraid of it? I mean, I don't know. I mean, what are you doing to answer these questions and to bring us closer to, a more broader understanding of not just the world around us, but the universe around us? And are we becoming one with the universe, or is the universe preventing us from joining a much larger civilization of beings? Maybe we've been held back because we're not too smart. If you gotta constantly tell motherfuckers over and over and over the same thing, then maybe, we shouldn't be allowed to go out there. Maybe humans are too stupid and dumb and dangerous to be allowed out into the cosmos. And maybe that's what they're here to do, to prevent us from, taking the next step, which is right on their porch. Like, nah, I don't want you on my porch. I don't want you on my property. Matter of fact, stay in this small little solar system and don't go nowhere. We catch you out there, we're going to fuck you up. You're like, more. But still, at the same time, we have to try to, I guess, ask the existential question, even though it seems to already have been answered. Well, until then, we're going to keep looking at it. We're going to keep asking. We're going to keep, I guess, dancing around the universe in hopes of finding a partner. But until then, well, I'm your host, LC Grace, Mikey Nice, Jim, Jennifer, Jeff, Becky, and all the ones who help us and hold the show down. The leader, AV. What's going on, AV? And all the people who've been checking in with us. I'd like to say thank you. And this is season 8. So we are here. We're not going nowhere. And that's a fact. So until we meet again, Godspeed. Love y'all. And don't forget, don't keep us a secret. Tell your friends about Dark Skies news and information. Who knows? Maybe you'll find a new friend, partner, dance partner, huh? So you can dance through the universe. I don't know. I'm out.